Good morning. Welcome to our Talks with Anthony. Today we're going to have a insightful conversation. For those who are new to the channel, we make mental health conversation content that's going to be beneficial to your personal development in addition to your well-being. However, today's conversation, we're going to be talking about you're not weak for needing support, right? I really want to take in consideration that why support is a strength, not a failure. You got to be real to yourself, right? We all gonna need support at one point in time, right? There's studies on this, there's statistics on this, right? At the end of the day, too, you're not meant to be perfect. You're meant to improve, right? And with that improvement, you're gonna need some type of support. You're not expected to have all the answers, right? You fall down, you get back up. You feel me? But there's other situations too, in a real way, where you may really need support, and that's fine. So I really want to be able to change the myth in regards to independence has been mistaken for strength. I also want to take in consideration that if needing support feels like a weakness, it's only because you were taught to survive alone. So different people come from different situations. I'm gonna be real with you. For those out there that come from loving homes that were being able to get affirmed, they may not have a little toxic dynamic. But for those out there that came from a dysfunctional home dynamic, let's be real. We got to take in consideration that a lot of us have been trying to do things on our own without support. But I really want to take in consideration that we need support in order for us to look at things in a different perspective, or even get where we need to be in a healthier way. There's various skills we can benefit from, right? There are people out here that have the information, that have the knowledge, that have the credentials, that have, you know what I mean, that are here to support you, really, and have purpose behind it. So I really want us to normalize and de-shame these myths and de-shame a lot of these stigmas towards seeking that help. So many people learn to rely on themselves for that safety. Support has been conditional, inconsistent, or unavailable, right? So needing help does not show that you're incapable, but it means that you are human, right? Human beings, we are one of the smartest individuals in the world, right? We have the brain. You ain't a squirrel, you ain't a fish, right? You are a human, so you have a brain that's able to really think critically, right? So really use it and ask yourself, do you need help? Reduce it, internalizing the shame around asking for help, because there's no need to feel shameful. And at the same time too, is that I also want to take in consideration that no one can mind read. No one knows what you're going through. So you can sit there and say you good, but your body language is kind of giving off something. But at the same time too, is that no one really can sit here and pull your tongue, right? So you got to advocate for yourself. So I think it's really important to take in consideration that if you need help, reduce the shame. There's no need to feel bad about that. You know what I mean? Just do what's beneficial for yourself, right? Next, let's talk about some psychoeducation and, some regulating, because this is really important for us to kind of keep ourselves whole, is that humans are wired for co-regulation, not isolation. So we're supposed to be, talking, socializing, and engaging, right? So support, reduces the nervous system's load so that we can come more sustainable with ourselves and other people. So doing everything alone increases that burnout and that avoidance, right? So like I said, I'll pull that again, is that as individuals, as human beings, we're supposed to be interacting with people, right? Not isolating. So I think it's really important for us to take consideration that talk to somebody about your issue, talk to a friend, talk to a loved one, talk to someone that you could trust, right? But also taking consideration that there are professionals out there that are here to serve you, right? So support doesn't replace the strength, it provides it as well, right? So it gives you that strength, it gives you the skills, it gives you that support. Let's pull it back to that, right? So I want to be able to reframe what support actually means, right? So support is being rescued, in a sense, because you're getting that information, you're getting that love, you're getting that, that listening from someone else, right? Someone's able to help you out. It's sharing, the weight, not giving up on the responsibility, right? So you're able to be vulnerable. You're able to be open to someone so they're able to support you to the best of their capabilities. Support can look like accountability, encouragement, structure, or even rest. You're still able to execute, right? Not just isolate, right? So by providing this support, getting this support, it's going to be able to benefit you in the long run. Supporting people, you don't have to take consideration for those out there. You got to do this alone, right? You're able to lean on someone, right? Various people come from different situations, so I really want us to take that into consideration, right? So you may look at something like, I'm strong, I've been there, I've done that, but that's you. Other people out there, they may need that support, right? So I really want us to have those positive reframes, right? So really get our mindset in the right area, right? That it's okay for us to get that encouragement, to get that structure, and get that support. Some micro actions, what can we do to be able to practice receiving support, right? So identify one area where you're doing a lot of things alone, where things are becoming more strenuous or heavy on yourself, right? Identify that area, right? Choose one safe person or system for that support. Like I said, an individual or a professional, right? Ask yourself specific and reasonable questions, right? What's really going on right now? And be open, be vulnerable to the best of your capabilities. You know what I mean? By speaking, you're healing, right? By allowing someone else to know what's going on, they're able to assess and really proactively get you those resources for yourself, right? Let yourself receive without over-explaining. Just be direct, get to the point, and let the person serve you. Make support feel practical and attainable, right? So you don't got to make this, like I said, strenuous yourself, heavy on yourself, right? Support is here to serve you, right? So just let it go, like release, get it out to the best of your capabilities, right? And just pulling this back together, right? So needing support isn't evidence of weakness, it's effective of self-awareness, right? So you really took the time to critically think about what you got going on. You took the time to really process. You took the time to really realize, like, yo, like these feelings that I'm feeling, this shame, these emotions, I want to be able to talk to someone proactively about this, right? Because this is something that I may need support in this area, right? So you don't have to prove your strength by suffering in silence. You don't gotta be in isolation. You don't gotta act like you macho and you gotta be strong, you sturdy with it. You know what I mean? You can proactively get that support. So you're allowed to need that support, and you're allowed to still be strong at the same time too. And I really want to take in consideration too, by getting support, you're gonna get the skills. You also pushing through with that resilience by getting that support, because it's helping you get to where you need to be, right? And it also shows you the courage that you took because you took that support for yourself. So I'm asking you to get that support if necessary. But if you found this video beneficial, give it a thumbs up, share if possible, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay blessed.